There's new accusations in this lawsuit that's been filed against Fox Sports and Skip Bayless by Nushin Faraji, I think that's her name, that has said that Joy Taylor in this lawsuit basically slept her way to the top, literally slept her way to the top to get where she is today. In the lawsuit, it says that Joy Taylor was involved with a guy named Charlie Dixon and Emmanuel Acho, and she was sleeping with both of them to get ahead in Fox Sports. But I find the relationship with Charlie Dixon more interesting than Emmanuel Acho. I would say her getting involved with Emmanuel Acho is not really shocking. These things happen with colleagues, coworkers, and whatnot. To me, it's just more interesting with Charlie Dixon because this guy was like the power broker in all of this. He was like the kingpin at Fox Sports with his executive power in the sense that he pulled the purse strings. He determined who was able to get what positions on these shows, who got to host, and who didn't. So with Charlie Dixon, there's this one allegation that Skip Bayless actually didn't like Joy Taylor from day one, and he didn't want her to get a permanent position on his show, at least from what I recall reading. But Charlie Dixon overruled him and was able to get Joy Taylor that position. So she was able to get in essentially because she was sleeping with the head honcho at Fox Sports that got her into the door, and it continued to allow her to be in the door as long as she wanted to be. There's another allegation in the lawsuit that said that when Faraji confronted her about her affair with Charlie Dixon, that she said, "Don't worry," essentially that she would be good because if he ever tried to get rid of her, she would be able to extort him legally just by threatening him, by saying that she would just file a lawsuit against him in which she would say that he forced himself on her. Correction, he forced himself on her. That's how she would file a lawsuit against him. So she had that advantage right there. So she had already been involved with him, that she could control her destiny at Fox Sports as long as he was in charge. Now, I know I've been hearing both sides of the argument about what she did. There are some people that are saying, so what? This happens all the time in corporate America, in other industries and whatnot. That's just how it is. And you should accept this. You have people who get in these jobs due to nepotism and their privilege, and just like it's not a big deal. To me, even though this happens all the time and they're right, this is prevalent, to me this will always be a big deal. It will always be a big deal because when we don't call out these things, it just gives into the decay of our society that we're suffering from right now when it comes to morality, especially in America. There's been a great decay of morality, and that seeps in every facet of society. You see it everywhere. You see it in your family. You see it with the interactions outside your home, because we've all been desensitized for too long about just immoral behavior and just condoning it like it's okay. It's not okay, even though it happens all the time. We should shame people when they do these types of behaviors in the sense that they're getting ahead at the expense of other talented people. They took away jobs and opportunities from people who had the skill set but were not willing to play this dirty game, and they got denied. And we suffer as a society when talented people don't get the jobs they deserve, even though we lie to ourselves this is a merit-based society. Think about how many people have been passed over that are just working in some dead-end job that if they had gotten the opportunity, they could be putting out something great out there, and we could all benefit from it. But now we'll never get to benefit from it because some talentless person was able to get their spot simply because they were able to do a dirty tactic like Joy Taylor did by sleeping to get ahead, or they were just some nepo baby. To me, either one is just wrong. We all suffer, and I feel organizations suffer when talentless people get into these top positions, whether it's management or other roles they don't deserve. the organization doesn't function as well as it does. So I will always call out this stuff, and I will always be offended by this as long as I live. It's also offensive when people like Joy Taylor will say that they worked really hard and they worked hard to get ahead. Like a few clips have been revealed today, she said in the past. I'm thinking, work hard? What do you have to work hard for? Heck, with the old guys you're sleeping around with, I think you working hard was probably just 20 seconds in the sack, and that's it. That's hard work. Wow, I just don't see it. 20 seconds to get ahead. Just that sounds like a great deal to me. So that to me is offensive because America keeps on stressing hard work, hard work, hard work. And then when you see these people say that they worked hard, that's an insult to the actual people who have worked hard, who have put in the hours, who have sacrificed their lives, who've sacrificed leisure, who have sacrificed other interests, who have sacrificed relationships just to get ahead, just to have a chance to get ahead, shall I say, but weren't able to get ahead. So that to me is just very offensive. It's very disgraceful. Just you see a bunch of people get ahead in this country who don't even put in the hard work and then want to lie to us that they've gone ahead through hard work. I feel that's just like insult to injury right there. It's so disgraceful. And it just discourages other people from even trying. Just it's terrible. So I find it offensive, and I think as humans we're wired to find it offensive when we see people get rewarded for not doing much, or rewarded for scandalous behavior, as I would say. That's terrible. Even at a young age, kids get offended when they see someone get something they didn't deserve because it's wired into us. We are wired to be offended by this. So I will always be offended by these things. To me, it's just disgusting and disgraceful. And I'm not going to change my stance. Joy got what she got, not because she deserved it, but because she was a scandalous person who benefited from her good looks, and that's how she got ahead. She's to me she's a talentless hack. That's what I want to say. And on top of being a talentless hack, she's also a rotten person. The way she bullied this woman allegedly, and I know I'm jumping to conclusions, but I do trust this woman in this regard, Faraji, that she was bullied by Joy. I've seen some clips of Joy in the past. I've seen her on the show in the past, and she's a very aggressive woman, a very in-your-face, brash, nasty woman. So I don't put it past her to treat this woman the way she did, the way she bullied her, the way she made fun of her accent, the way she told her to shut up and be quiet. So yeah, I just had to say she's an awful person and a reflection of our society in America, that we reward scandalous behavior and not quote unquote hard work like we say that we do. We definitely don't have a merit-based system like some people like to lie to themselves every day. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about this.